Good evening, good morning if you're watching in a different timeline, and a warm welcome to Winner Mindset series with Viji Murthy. So this is my contribution and effort to bringing in some amount of refreshing content, information, awareness every Sunday as much as possible as I can. And today being a special day, we are celebrating many aspects, and I thought, why not bring in two wonderful people and introduce those concepts to you all, right? So you will know. So stick on to the entire video, have a look, see what you feel, let me know what you feel. And yes, let's just get going. So I have these amazing professionals that who I've known from a very long time and personally as well, and they're wonderful, wonderful beings. So I'm so glad to be introducing two amazing people here. One, Miss Chetna Tilak here. She's a HR professional with 18 years of experience in recruitment, runs an executive search firm called Job Consultants Incorporation. They are into leadership hiring, and Chetna is extremely passionate about music, and singing is her passion. So warm welcome, Chetna.
Thank you. Thank you, Viji.
And the gentleman that you see here is Mr. Sudish. Sudish is into, first, he really likes to talk about his hobbies. So I'm going to introduce that. He loves biking, traveling, collecting coins. He's been a fitness freak throughout. If you've known him personally, trust me, he's someone who can get into shape like tomorrow. And I'm not kidding. And he's just amazing with that. He's also a black belt in martial arts. He's also involved as a physical trainer for beginners and now a yoga enthusiast. And he, by professional, is an entrepreneur who is into insurance. So these are amazing two entrepreneurs that I'm introducing you today. And yes, you got it right. So today is International Yoga's Day. And I would love Sudish to give us his thoughts because he's really been practicing it himself and he's seen a lot of benefits from them. And we have Chetna Tilak here, who's into singing, and she has amazing information to give you as well, right? So warm welcome. And today also being International Music Day, and this is our contribution to you. Okay, so I'll start off with the first question. Chetna, so why music and when did you start?
So I got into music, got introduced to music very early age of my life when I was 3. So I did a little bit of learning of Carnatic classical music, and then when I was young, at the age of 17, 18, I learned Hindustani classical, and now I've been practicing music for last 3-4 years now, continuously.
Super. So I'm going to come in very soon. I'm going to ask you what type of music. So now I'm going to move on to Sudish. So Sudish, why yoga and when did you start? Some information, please.
So I started yoga very recently. In fact, January 2020 is when I started with yoga. Because I always was fascinated by how any age group. So you meet someone who's at the age of 5 or 6. I've seen them flex their body like unbelievable, and I've seen people who are 60 plus who flex their body. I've been always into gymming and bodybuilding, all those. So I always wanted to try out yoga. I always thought, let it be after, say, I touch 40 or so. But then this year I decided, okay, as a resolution, I will go to yoga, try out yoga. And believe me, somebody who can do weights or a squats with about 100, 120 kgs, suddenly bending down and touching your feet became a tough task. That's when I realized yoga is a way of life. I think I should continue with yoga. And it's been about 6 months, a wonderful experience. I think yoga, I would say, is a way of life.
Amazing, amazing. So one of the reasons I wanted to bring in you is, you know, someone who's not only just with fitness, but then you're someone who's tried a lot of varieties of physical fitness. And for someone like that, either who's already been into a lot of fitness, plus who's a beginner. So you are a great combination of, you know, both of them. Okay, so my next question is, revolving around, so what form of music, Chetna, do you practice or what do you do?
I like Hindustani classical, but of late I've been singing a lot of Bollywood music songs.
Okay, and can you share something about every Sundays that you indulge yourself in, please?
Yes, so I'm a part of this music group called Saptasur, and ever since this lockdown happened, initially we started off with daily sessions at 6 o'clock, and slowly, as people got busy over time, now we've curtailed it to once a week, and we look forward to this 1.5 hour of session wherein all the like-minded and music enthusiasts come together, and we all sing and listen to each other.
Wow. So, but before the lockdown, you were doing this regularly as well, right? Was it every Sundays then?
We used to meet once a month.
Okay. Okay. And what do you do? Is it like karaoke? Is it, what do you
It is
do
a
together?
karaoke club. It's a karaoke club,
Okay.
and so we are about 60 or 70 of us in a
Wow.
group, and each one of them gets to sing, partner with another person, and can pick up a duet song. So they
Mhm.
practice for a week or 2 weeks together, and then they come and perform it live on stage.
Wow. So it can be any random partners in that
Yes,
group
it could
that
be
you'll
any
select?
random partner in the out of the 60 people.
Superb. So that's like a family in itself that you'll have, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. And we look forward to meet each other every month. So
Mm-hmm.
now we are really missing each other.
Ah, I know. But the Sundays are kind of helping you all, isn't it?
It is. So we find it very therapeutic, Viji, because it has really helped us fight this lockdown anxiety. So I'll tell you some couple of good ways how music helps us. It
Okay,
helps.
hold on to that. I
Yeah.
am going to come to that very specifically. I really want to pick your brains in that. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
So, Sudish, so why yoga? I mean, what was that intrigue? I mean, who or what is it that got you to do? Plus, how do you do it? And what is your regime? How often do you do it?
Okay, so I do it every day. So I don't miss out any days. So every day at 5:30 the yoga starts till about 6:45, 7 o'clock. Uh, we are in a business environment, so wherein the kind of stress we undergo, the kind of pressure we undergo because of the work involved. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
as a sales guy, so I take care of sales for my company. So I do the marketing, I handle finance, everything. As an entrepreneur, you need to do everything. So kind of work style what we have, the mental pressure we undergo is like unimaginable. So we thought meditation is one thing which we thought would overcome. But then what about your body? So physical fitness with meditation, it's always difficult. Yoga was one which was a complete package. Your 1 hour of exercise in the morning actually gives you the energy to go out throughout the day, which we have witnessed. Your mind is clear, and the night sleep. So I always tell other people whom I meet, whatever you do, whatever work you do, end of the day you need to go peacefully and sleep. This yoga actually does help me in. It has increased my patience level actually. So overall, it's a wonderful package, which I would say, and it's not too tough as well. So like most of them would say yoga is not for my age, not for this age, not for that age. Any age group, I would say, any age group, whether you are 6 years old or 60 years old. I've seen in my classes people at the age of 60, 65 right next to me, and they do better than me. I'm just a beginner, but they do better than me. So I feel it's a complete package for your physical fitness and mental fitness.
Amazing. So how do you go to a class now? I'm sure it's all online. You've been attending online classes, but otherwise, how is it? Do you go to a center? How do
Yes,
you do it?
it was a center which we go. So it was Vivekananda School of Yoga, close to my home.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Monday to Friday, which used to happen. And now because it is online, I do it every day.
Perfect. Wow. Wow. So my other couple of questions was benefits. You seem to have covered all of them already, right? But that's okay. We can still touch more upon that. That's really nice. So Chetna, about music, you were actually talking about, you know, um, the benefits of practicing music, having that in our lifestyle. If I may add, I have learned Carnatic music, vocal music as a kid, and also learned the instrument Veena. I've learned that. And I think as South Indians, it's compulsory for us to start off with musical classes, right? As young as 5, 6, it's compulsory literally in a way. But we are moving out, and, the modern world is taking over so much that sports are given so much of importance. Fitness, physical fitness is given importance. Somewhere I feel our culture, with what we have, our rich culture, what's been left behind, for us, it's really, really so much to soak in. How do you think people should use them, and how do you think they can start introducing, and is it an age group that they need to start?
Yeah, so I think, like you rightly said, earlier the better, because your vocal cords get tuned in accordingly. But nevertheless, if there are any senior guys who are listening to me, I think age is just a number. You can start even today and practice. So there are ways and methods how you can tone your voice, and regular practice really can help there. So it's very therapeutic, Viji, what I was mentioning earlier. It helps you to reduce your muscle tension, and it also helps to increase your self-esteem, which even I wasn't aware, but I was quite amazed when I read about music. And it says that, especially for today's youth, when we are, talking about depression, anxiety, I think music is one thing which really helps to take care of this. It boosts the mental and physical stimulation, basically. So, especially, let's say you are doing aerobics, or you're gymming, and you put in your music on, it actually helps you to improve your performance there.
True. Yes.
Yeah. So I have a couple of benefits which I may want to talk. Should I continue?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So there are 10 benefits which I've listed of music. It improves your mood. It reduces stress. It lessens your anxiety. It improves your exercise performance.
She's gone on mute.
Yeah, Chetna, you're on mute. You've gone on mute. Chetna, you're on mute.
It can help people with Alzheimer. It helps children with autism. Somebody, the ones, children who need help. And it suits a premature baby too. So these are a couple of the benefits of music, Vijay.
So that's so beautiful. Actually, I think we in the Indian culture, it's also said that someone who's pregnant, she is supposed to be listening to Bhagavad Gita or soothing music, good music. Yes, it does reach the fetus, and it's really beneficial even during that time. And plus everything that you've listed as well. So that's fantastic. So do you have your children also in to music?
Diya tale andhera, that is what I would like to say. My son runs away from music. He's not very much interested. But I think with age, I'm sure he'll catch up.
Nice. I think also being in that environment, he is benefiting from it, is what I really feel.
He definitely loves to listen to.
Yeah. There. So that's good. It's a good start. So Sudish, what about you? What are the personal mental benefits, or what is it that you have seen, by practicing yoga regularly? And you are doing it every day. So that's like amazing discipline.
Yeah, first of all, as I was telling, I was into gymming for about continuously for about 3-4 years. So wherein we used to lift heavy weights, the lower back had taken a toll, because in gym you do not do anything for your lower back. So that was one thing which got corrected, or the lower back pain was vanished within a week or 10 days in yoga, and it just vanished off. Secondly, during in between transition from gymming to yoga, I also tried high intensity training for a month. That was for last year's Devil Circuit, where we have a lot of high intensity workouts, wherein you run too much on the machine, you do a lot of CrossFit exercises. you actually start getting knee pains because you are working on a machine and not on open grounds. Here, because of the yoga, the knee pain went for a toss.
Wow.
That is gone. I was like pretty surprised because
So
I
like
have
the pain
heard
is completely gone, the back
completely
pain
gone.
and the knee
I
pain.
can easily do 40-50 sit-ups now, squats easily, and without a pain. So that's a huge turnover for me because it was on me. So I've heard people telling that happened, this happened because of yoga, but I experienced it myself. So I was like, it was pleasant surprise for me. So that's one of the reasons which made me continue for about 6 months without a break.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's really nice. So you actually started developing those pains because of exercise. And there are a lot of us out here who have pains because of no exercise. So which means that yoga has an answer for both of these sections.
Because
So
in
there
gym,
is,
what happens is sometimes you get overconfident and start doing things which you're not supposed to do. Like, for example,
okay.
there is a limit of how fast you run on a machine.
Hmm.
So when you overdo it on a machine, it actually hurts your knee.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And even for weightlifting, if you're doing it without any support, without any guidance, you tend to do it wrongly and then hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Those corrections or those can be done in yoga actually.
So also, Sudish, there are a lot of corporate, folks that who I know or who are out there have a lot of back pain, right? Because of their postures or sitting for long hours, even knee pain, so much so because the only form of exercise probably a lot of them get is treadmill or just walking. So you suggest that they still can start even if they have back pain or knee pain? Can they start
Yes,
yoga?
very much, very much. In fact, one of the classes where we recently attended, the teacher had a special session for a few of us, where he taught us how to sit, how to stand, and
Wow.
how to sleep. So
Wow.
these three things are something which everybody does and every time. But when he actually told us this is how you need to sit, this is
The
how
posture.
posture, even on a chair, even on a ground. And I was more surprised when he said, "You're sleep." He made me sleep on the floor, and he said, "You are sleeping in the wrong position," and he corrected it. I was like pleasant
Wow.
surprised. And from then on, I've been practicing even how to sleep on a bed. So that way,
Wow.
those are small things which can be corrected by anyone at any point of time.
Amazing. So that's what I keep saying, right? Meditation, yoga is not about a religion, isn't it?
Not
It's
at all.
about way of life. It's about getting healthy. It's about recorded actual, 5,000-6,000 years ago in scripts, literally, right? Of
Exactly.
perfect health and the way of living. So yeah, that's so good to hear actually. So that's superb. Okay, so now I'm going to end probably with one last question. So, do you have any message out there for our audience from you, from a musical point of view and from a yoga health point of view? And it's so beautifully we've spoken about how both aspects are so therapeutical for people in their lives, daily lives. And two things, or something that I would want you all to probably highlight is any message that you'll want to give out to people. Why should they practice? Why should they start? Some words around that. And if they do, how can they start? If you're a beginner and if you're shy, or music, especially if you want to sing, a lot of it is to do with shyness as well. Where can they start? If both of you all can give us some tips, please. Chetna, probably I will start with you.
Yeah. So, Viji, the basics, I'll cover the basics first. There are two elements of music. One is the rhythm and one is the melody. And both of them are so much echoed in our philosophy, our functioning, and our being. So we are all hardwired to music.
Mm-hmm.
So what? So you should relate to any song which triggers your emotional response, and you should either listen to it or sing it. That
Mm-hmm.
itself will give you so much of soothing effect.
Wow. Okay. And what message would you give out to the audience? How should they start, if they haven't? And one, like you said, yes, one can just pick up a song and start singing.
Yes.
What do you have to say?
Okay. So everybody has smartphones today. So make a list of all the songs which are soothing or
Mhm.
which you find you find when you're mentally at peace when you listen to that song. So you put them in a song list and listen to them every day. You
Mhm.
will see the changes in next 1 week.
Wow, that's so beautiful. If I can add on, I've grown up with a radio, which means that my mom always had FM radio 101 all the time on, right? And one thing that during this lockdown was I had the FM radio on. Trust me, it brought about so much of a change. Not the commercial channels, so much to say, but then the channel that I heard when I was a child, and that brought in so many happy memories and happy days. Now it's become like I need to have 101 or FM radio, all India radio as well, and I know I'll just get into that happy moment.
Okay.
Yes, but your examples are amazing as well. I think we should all really start listening and humming them and listen to the same music is what you're suggesting. So that's amazing. Sudish, so what is that one last message that you have for our audience? Where can they start? How should they go about it?
Okay, earlier it was very difficult to find a yoga teacher. Maybe one in an area is what you get. But now it is so easy to find a teacher, so easy to find everything on net. Now the complete class is happening on a YouTube or Zoom call or any other video calls. So it is easy to start. It is about mindset. People say that, okay, I don't have time. So my message today is 10 minutes of your time out of the 24 hours in a day. That's all. I would not say spend 30 minutes, spend 45 minutes. 10 minutes of your time for yoga, out of which start with 5 minutes of just simple breathing exercise. Breathe in and breathe out for 5 minutes. And the next 5 minutes, just ensure you do about 5 or 10 Surya Namaskars. 10 in a day to start with, just 10 minutes, 10 minutes in a day. I think over a period of maybe a week's time or a fortnight, you will find the difference and you will continue to do yoga for a longer time. And finally, my message, the best day to start yoga was, I think, 1st January 2020. And I feel that is gone now. So the next best day to start is today, which is the International Yoga Day. I think we should start from
Amazing.
today.
Superb, superb. So, Chetna and Sudish, you have been amazing in your information. Nothing more gives me satisfaction in talking about music, about yoga, about wellness. And you all have really stated amazing information on how to start, who should start, what's the benefit. And, this is what we need to be growing as human beings and even as communities. So, Chetna, all the very best for your future in terms of your singing, and may you grow. And Sudish, may you continue to be fit and fitter and help a lot of them out there. I'm leaving your handles, so in case anybody wants to reach out to you all, I'm sure you'll be happy to. So reach out to me as well if you'd like to know more about these wonderful people and if you want them to help you. And thank you so much for being here today. Happy International Yoga Day and happy International Music Day. And I'm so proud that we have both of it in our own blood. So like you all said, if you haven't started, today is a good day. Like Chetna said, no age is a limit. And like Sudish who's saying, there's no date to set, so just start from today. So thanks a bunch, guys. And I'm so honored that you guys agreed to come here and be a part of our platform and share your knowledge.
Thank you, Viji.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
having
having
us.
me here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.